Welcome to our journey through the Renaissance, a period of unparalleled creativity, invention, and beauty. Like a dormant landscape bursting forth with life after a long winter, Europe emerged from the Middle Ages with a thirst for knowledge and a spirit of innovation. In this video, we'll explore 10 of the most influential artists who helped shape Western art and culture. From master painters to groundbreaking sculptors, each left a legacy that still resonates today.
Our journey begins with perhaps the most famous of all Renaissance artists, Leonardo da Vinci. But to call him merely an artist is to grasp only a branch on this great tree of knowledge. Leonardo was a polymath, a mind teeming with curiosity that stretched across disciplines. He was not just a painter, but also a scientist, an inventor, an engineer, a true Renaissance man. His most recognizable work, the Mona Lisa, hangs like a question mark in the halls of art history. The enigmatic smile, the lifelike detail, the masterful use of sfumato revolutionized portraiture forever. Visitors to the Louvre stand mesmerized, drawn in by a gaze that seems to follow them. But Leonardo's genius was not confined to canvas. His notebooks are filled with sketches of flying machines, anatomical drawings, and innovative designs centuries ahead of their time. Leonardo's insatiable curiosity and boundless talent remain an inspiration, a testament to the power of the human mind.
Michelangelo, a name synonymous with artistic genius, a titan whose work breathes life into cold marble. His David, over 17 feet tall, embodies the Renaissance ideal: beauty, strength, human perfection. Carved from a single block of marble, it captures every muscle, vein, and detail with realism. Michelangelo's genius extended to painting, evident in the Sistine Chapel ceiling. Imagine transforming 12,000 square feet into biblical grandeur, the creation of Adam, the touch of God giving life to man. Michelangelo's work is a testament to human creativity, a legacy etched in stone and painted across the heavens.
Raphael, the youngest of our trio of Renaissance giants, brought a sense of harmony and classical beauty to his art. His fresco, The School of Athens, embodies the very spirit of the Renaissance, a celebration of intellectual pursuit and classical wisdom. Imagine stepping into the grand hall depicted in this masterpiece. Philosophers from different eras gather, engaged in lively debate. Plato and Aristotle stand at the center, their gestures echoing their philosophical differences. Pythagoras scribbles on a slate, Euclid bends over a geometric problem, and Socrates engages in discourse, a veritable who's who of ancient thinkers. Raphael's use of perspective draws you into the scene, making you feel like a participant in this intellectual gathering. The composition is balanced, the colors harmonious, the figures imbued with a sense of grace and dignity. Raphael's art, like the ideal Renaissance man, sought to achieve a perfect balance between emotion and intellect, beauty and wisdom.
Sandro Botticelli's The Birth of Venus is a breath of fresh air, a whisper of mythology and beauty in the heart of the Renaissance. Imagine a canvas bathed in the soft hues of dawn, depicting the goddess Venus emerging from a giant scallop shell, blown gently towards the shore by the wind gods Zephyr and Aura. Her pose is both modest and alluring, her body a symphony of curves that embodies the Renaissance ideal of feminine beauty. Botticelli's use of line is exquisite. It flows like a gentle breeze, guiding our gaze across the canvas, from the delicate flowers scattered at Venus's feet to the flowing drapery of the Horai, the goddess of the seasons, who waits on shore to clothe her. This painting, with its ethereal beauty and mythological subject matter, captures the spirit of a time when artists were rediscovering the art and stories of ancient Greece and Rome, breathing new life into them.
Titian, a master colorist, brought a new level of drama and vibrancy to Venetian painting. His masterpiece, Assumption of the Virgin, explodes with color and movement, a symphony of reds, golds, and blues that seem to shimmer before your eyes. Imagine standing before this monumental canvas. The Virgin Mary ascends to heaven, surrounded by a swirling mass of angels, her gaze fixed on the heavens above. Below, the apostles reach out in astonishment and awe, their faces a study in emotion. Titian's mastery of color is evident in every brushstroke. He uses bold contrasts of light and shadow, creating a sense of depth and movement that draws the viewer into the scene. His reds are particularly renowned, rich and luminous, full of life and energy. Titian's influence on later artists, from Rubens to Van Gogh, is immeasurable. He was a true master of his craft, a painter who understood the power of color to evoke emotion and tell a story.
Donatello, a sculptor who dared to innovate, paved the way for the artistic revolution of the Renaissance. His bronze David, created decades before Michelangelo's monumental marble version, marked a turning point in art history. This youthful David, standing triumphantly over the severed head of Goliath, was the first freestanding nude statue since antiquity. The contrapposto stance, the relaxed pose, the subtle smile playing on his lips, it is a masterpiece of realism and human anatomy. Donatello's David, cast in bronze, gleams with a life of its own. The surface of the sculpture is alive with detail. The texture of the hair, the veins in the hands, the folds of the tunic. This groundbreaking work reintroduced the lost art of bronze casting to the Western world and paved the way for a new era of sculpture, one that celebrated the beauty and potential of the human form.
Albrecht Dürer, a master engraver and printmaker from Germany, brought a new level of detail to Northern Renaissance art. His engraving, Melancholia I, is a complex allegory that has captivated viewers for centuries. A winged figure sits brooding, surrounded by the tools of science and geometry. Dürer's mastery of engraving is evident in every line. He creates a world of incredible detail, from the angel's feathers to the magic square. Dürer's work stands as a testament to the power of art to explore the big questions of humanity.
Filippo Brunelleschi, a man driven by a vision, dared to build what others thought impossible, the dome of the Florence Cathedral. For over a century, the cathedral stood unfinished, its massive dome a seemingly insurmountable engineering challenge. Brunelleschi, a sculptor and goldsmith by training, approached the problem with a fresh perspective. He devised a revolutionary system of double-shelled construction, using a series of ribs and hoops to support the weight of the dome, eliminating the need for traditional scaffolding. His innovative use of bricks laid in a herringbone pattern added strength and stability to the structure. Imagine standing beneath this marvel of engineering. The dome soars above, a testament to human ingenuity, flooding the cathedral with light. Brunelleschi's dome not only changed the skyline of Florence, it ushered in a new era of architecture, one that embraced innovation, mathematical precision, and the spirit of the Renaissance.
Andrea del Verrocchio, a sculptor and painter, is perhaps best known as the teacher of Leonardo da Vinci. But Verrocchio was a master in his own right, his sculptures imbued with a sense of realism and emotional intensity. His bronze masterpiece, Christ and St. Thomas, stands in a niche in the San Michele Church in Florence, a testament to his skill in conveying human emotion in bronze. The scene depicts the moment when the doubting Thomas places his finger in the wound in Christ's side. Christ's expression is one of gentle understanding, while Thomas's face is etched with a mixture of awe and disbelief. Verrocchio's attention to detail is remarkable. The folds of the drapery, the expressions on the faces, the lifelike rendering of the hands. It is no surprise that Leonardo da Vinci, who trained in Verrocchio's workshop, would go on to achieve such greatness. Verrocchio's legacy lives on, not only in his own work, but also in the countless artists he inspired.
Giorgione, a painter of enigmatic beauty, left behind a small but captivating body of work shrouded in mystery. His masterpiece, The Tempest, is a poetic landscape that continues to intrigue and baffle art historians. Imagine standing before this enigmatic canvas. A storm gathers in the distance, casting an eerie light across the landscape. In the foreground, a soldier stands guard while a nude woman nurses a baby. Their identities and the meaning of the scene remain a mystery, open to endless interpretation. Is it a biblical allegory? A mythological scene? A reflection on the power of nature? Giorgione's innovative use of light and shadow creates a sense of atmosphere and mystery that draws the viewer into the painting. He was a master of capturing a fleeting moment, a mood and emotion that lingers long after you've looked away. Giorgione's influence on later Venetian painters, particularly Titian, is undeniable. He was a pioneer of a new kind of painting, one that valued atmosphere and emotion over narrative clarity.
And there you have it, 10 of the greatest artists of the Renaissance and their most iconic works. From the enigmatic smile of the Mona Lisa to the soaring dome of the Florence Cathedral, these artists redefined what was possible in art, architecture, and human endeavor. The Renaissance was a time of extraordinary creativity, pushing the boundaries of art, architecture, and human knowledge. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into art history.